Yeah.
This is... I don't know why. This is the thing that I've done as Lydian that I like the most already.
This is like, I feel like the worst thing he's done so far, too.
Yeah, he just kind of he kind of like hands over a business card. You get him, get those names, get him in a courtroom, and buddy, we could have that mine closed for a year and it wouldn't matter. We'd come out looking pretty.
All right.
These adventures are going to be completely broke. Don't have a dime to get out of them.
Every adventure they do, the money's gonna fall right into our pockets. Right about those adventurers. Their story will be written in checks to me.
That's a good line.
Alrighty, so yeah, they set off back to Emberwell. The word is going to be sent back to Emberwell. Meanwhile, uh, anything else did we do over the next 3 days?
Cherry is going to, continue to get close to Andre, trade stories, stuff like that. You know what, that night she tells, prompts to tell some stories. Tell some of the ones about, Ryuga and that adventuring party, since it's now on her
Right.
mind.
Yeah.
But, more to the point, so she starts, and she ends up, crafting together, the Ballad of Morricone and the Worms. And this hasn't just been talking to Andre, she's talked to, like, some other people in the town and, like, about their experiences. And so this is a version of the story that's very much starting with, like, the band. She even tries to track down some of the music that the Apex Crusaders used to incorporate into the start of this. Bring into the chorus, things like that. To sort of tell the whole story of the town, like, rising up, banding together, going on the strike. And Andre is somewhat of a central character in this. Lydian, Sherry, and Nico are still in the story, but in a relatively, in a modified role, because they do kind of come in at the end. But it's more about, bringing in some information, working together, again, like with the mayor, sheriff, and Andre and them, and a big exciting climax in the town. But, by the end of it, she's, like, spreading the ballad, like, recounting the story,
Mm-hmm.
giving this version of events.
Of course, everyone just goes, I was there.
It's fun to have, a nice story ballad celebrating, your events. It's... People still watch highlights from sports games they attended.
Yeah. Someone
Actually,
nearby just like lost my dad in that stuff.
I was gonna ask, so has, like, no other people, have no, like, reporters or whatever, like, some big loud stuff happened
That's
here.
a point.
People haven't shown up
Do any of us
asking,
check
like...
up on what happens to the free criminals, the free guys from Emberwell? Because that might actually be something Lydian might do.
Yeah.
They're just being held on, counts of, trying to destroy the town.
Yeah. Are they like are they inaccessible?
No, they're not inaccessible. You could go visit them. They're in the jail. They're in the jails.
You know, I'm gonna bring if Cherry wants to come along, but Nico should come along to this as well. Everyone should.
Absolutely,
Yeah, I think maybe at some point, depending on where Cherry is, like he kind of just says, I was gonna go talk to the three who wanted to perpetrate this. Nico, you might want to know a little bit more about that device, and Cherry, that's part of that story you're trying to put together.
Why, that sounds completely correct.
Why don't we go
I will.
Why don't we go see the three jailbirds?
Yeah, no, Cherry will absolutely go along. But just which day do you like? Is this the next day or is
This is
this
probably
after?
after Lydian has done business and he's just waiting for the transport company to arrive. So maybe
Fair
like
enough.
day 2 of downtime?
Okay,
Right.
day 1 of downtime. Do you know what it was?
It was Christmas.
It was the equivalent of Christmas. Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
right.
really?
Well, that was. So Lydian spent his Christmas preparing to sue some adventurers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are
Well-
just trying to save people.
Hey Neo,
What?
can I say that Nico has like some two-way papers to the
Wait,
to their
okay,
parents?
actually, no, there's a question. Does Christmas. So is there an equivalent to Christmas in this setting?
No.
Oh, okay, so, alright, I'm not buying anyone gifts then.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
never mind. Never mind then. There's nothing special about it.
There is a winter holiday, but we're past that.
I was gonna buy Nico a toolkit. You'd have
I think
loved
we
that.
realized.
Nice little toolbox and Cherry. I don't know, some quills. No,
Some
no,
quills?
no, not quills. 'Cause I was saying I got confused for a moment. 'Cause you said you were jotting that story down, but how does she like mentally prepare it then with no like?
Oh no, just like in her head, she's had to
Oh.
train all her life to get, really good at memorizing stories and things like that.
Buys her a 6th shirt. I don't know, for 7th.
Yeah.
So they have to roll with some weird dice.
I don't know. There's plenty you could get for Cherry.
Yeah.
I've been thinking. Actually. Because
She
I was
doesn't-
thinking
the
about getting
problem is
some,
she
like,
seems
perfumes
ascetic
or
as
something.
hell. Like, she has her shamisen, some fancy clothes, and not much else.
I don't know. She's about getting, like, fancy wines or perfumes or things like that,
Ah.
Fancy, bath oils.
Buys her a braille book.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, you go visit the jail cells.
Yeah.
Yeah, sharing a cell. There's Perry, Curtis, and Floyd, who are just sort of standing around like in a husk.
Hello, fine gentlemen. Popped in to have a word.
Oh, great! What are you doing here? Perry
just-
asks.
I'm just curious is all. Wanted to know exactly what that stunt was about. Actually, God damn it. Can I have fucking communed before this? I'm sorry to do it.
Sure.
Yeah. Do it cheekily in post.
I think that's how almost every time a character has done
Yeah.
communion, it's almost always been just, oh yeah, and we.
It feels particularly cheap with the fucking powers I have right now is the fucking thing.
So what are you communing?
Alright. Well, I'm gonna have I'm just gonna have God damn it, I gotta stop putting asterisks. Got a stupid amount of them. I'm gonna have detect magic, and I'm gonna have inquiry.
Inquiry.
Yeah. Inquiry is
Ah.
fucking is a pure bastard of a move. But yeah, like I wanted to know exactly because, well, I came here on a bit of a hop and a skip, just passing through, and decided to lay down some business roots. But it seems that you people had a bit more of an aggressive agenda.
So we did. What's your point?
I was curious who paid you off to tip the scales down here a bit.
Not some. Why would I tell you that?
Because it would make this a lot easier.
Easier for whom to do what?
For all of us involved and to move forward. And I'm just gonna cast it. I'm gonna
Okay.
cast Inquiry. It's gonna be mighty embarrassing if this fails. It's gonna be real bad. Because then I've got nothing. Yep, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Just-
lose the spell, and you're you're gonna lose the spell, and Perry just turns his back to you and says, "Why don't you just head on out?"
You know, that sheriff back there, he's gonna keep grilling you. And while I think he's a kind-hearted man, a kind-hearted soul, I don't think he's gonna take too well to what you tried to do. That device was incredibly destructive. So many lives could have been lost, and I don't think you care about any of that, but surely you care about your own.
You can grill as much as you want. Once some people from one of the proper settlements finds out what they're doing, that they're imprisoning us, they'll come and retrieve us.
You're gonna be waiting a long while on that. Yeah, okay. Lydian, yeah. He was banking it all on that. So he just kind of turns and looks to Cherry and looks to Lydian. No, looks to Nico. Nico, Nico, want to know about that device? These are three of the men who were controlling it.
Yes. Yes, just to double check, the machine did just. What did the machine
It
actually
seemed
do?
to vibrate in a way that summoned worms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is. Okay. So. You three, you made the machine that summoned those worms. Actually, I'm just gonna say that Nico has dragged the machine over here.
The broken thing.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Curtis goes, "I made it," and then to which Perry goes, "Curtis, shut your head. Shut your mouth."
That's
So
good to
you-
know.
So you made it, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I gotta say, shoddy workmanship. I mean, look at this. Nico kicks it a bit, and it
Starts
falls over.
vibrating, the worms come back. More worms.
No, yes, some metal falls over. It's completely toast. But I'm curious. Why would it summon worms?
You're smart. You can't figure it out.
Unless you three were planning to have attacked this town with worms.
Just figured that out, huh?
No, I did that ages ago.
Fuck Nico.
I made you confess.
Genius! Oh, they were so unprepared for that one.
Take them away, officer.
They're in jail.
Take them
Put
away.
them in the basement.
That would be such a good gag on a show, interviewing people who are already in jail. Take them away, officer. You're interviewing them in jail. They've already been arrested.
Take them away. But yeah. But why? Why would you do that?
This is not the line of inquiry that I expected.
Anyway, that's besides the point. I'm curious how someone like you could make something like this. As bad as it is, it's still a bit impressive.
Bad because you wrecked it. Curtis, let it go.
Now bad because it wasn't up to standard.
Yeah, if your invention was any good, it wouldn't have fallen apart from getting, attacked. You'd have to be a real shitty inventor for your inventions to get broken like that.
Anyway, as a fellow, well, I'm a scientist. I don't know what you are.
Wow.
Oh, he
inventor.
strikes me as some sort of inventor. I mean, for all the destruction you can wreak, he got worms to attack a town. That's mighty impressive.
I guess.
You two are both sons of Emberwell. You two could probably have something to talk about.
I don't know. I don't. So you're from Emberwell.
There are. All of
Which
us are.
which class?
Which class?
Which year did you graduate?
Let's see.
All these college-educated freaks.
This is not the angle I expected this to go. I don't even know what I'm fishing for at this point.
Yeah.
94.
90. Wait, when did Nico? Nico like graduated yeah.
He's
Get-
quite young, so probably. Well, how old is he? 20?
Yeah, no, Nico would have been, what, like 8 in 94, I think?
Yeah.
7? 7, yeah.
Eh,
So if he graduated,
Right.
so he would have graduated what, 2 years ago? I don't know if he
Nico's
graduated
something.
18.
Oh, well, he graduated young,
Oh yeah,
was the thing. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Nico is young. Remember?
He entered university at age 12.
oh yeah, he's one of those annoying things.
Oh, wow. I don't think we've learned that in character
No.
yet, have we?
Yeah.
Probably
Well-
graduated at 16 then.
Yeah, something like that.
So 4 years ago, if he's 20.
Yeah, if you imagine like maybe 19 is more fitting.
Okay, so
Something like-
3 years ago.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
he was
see.
class of 03 then. No, sorry, God damn it, it's because the stories I'm writing are in
so
06.
Class of 04.
Yeah, 04.
So
Yeah.
10 years after.
Well, that's interesting. Still, I'm curious.
Nico's
Why?
a very curious little child.
Why did you put and Nico just rabbles on like just really grilling his design choices and why they're bad and why and Nico
By
would have
putting the
done it.
capacitor in here, you're drawing energy away from... blah, 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 blah.
Wow. Wait.
Yeah. No, I like this. I like this, like, getting into the nitty-gritty. Because especially Curtis seems, kinda touchy about it.
And this is just suboptimal. What, I don't get it. What do you mean by this? What did you mean by this?
What did you mean by having your ice gun disintegrate in your hands when you tried to use it?
Well, I've been using it a lot
Ooh.
recently. I simply overloaded it. It's still a prototype. I fixed it. See, Nico pulls it out.
Oh yeah, I'd love to fix my thing.
Yeah, well, you can't
Exactly.
because you're in jail.
It's gotta be your keen observation skills that made you such a great scientist.
Exactly.
He probably couldn't even fix it even if he had access to it. I bet if you snuck it into his jail cell, there's no way he could repair it, and then he'd be real embarrassed and have to admit you're the better inventor. I think you should do that, Nico.
No, Nico just go, yes. Well, after all, I am Nico Tester.
I don't think he's impressed.
You think you're so good at you think you know so much better, why don't you repair it? Make it better.
Why? I don't see a point in it. It just attracts worms.
You could do other things.
Like what?
You could make it Well, you don't have the creativity to make it do something else?
Oh well, no, I could totally make it, but why would I? It's a waste of my time.
Sure. Sure it is.
I
I
think
have other
Lydian has
things
left by now. Lydian just like it just kind of went on. Lydian went, okay, no, I'm going back to the bar.
No, Cherry will stick this through. She'll watch how this plays out. And, it's probably best that Nico not be completely unsupervised. Like, this could go.
But the like seismic wave seismic ground shakers are beneath me. Nico says as slowly hovers up. I am working
Literally.
on far bigger things.
I'm gonna say seismic ground shakers are beneath most people.
Yeah.
Or how
True.
about you just head off and let us...
Maybe I
let us
will.
be.
Yes. Well, it's nice to see a fellow Emberwellian here.
No, it isn't.
No, never mind. No, I hate the Emberwellians.
I love Nico.
Including his parents.
No. Nico loves loves their parents.
Find that hard to believe somehow.
They got them into science.
I'd begrudge
That's true.
that.
By the way, I will be leaving this here.
What?
Actually, no,
what?
never mind.
I will be
No.
leaving this here.
Why?
Actually, no. Nico
No,
leaves.
please
leaves-
do leave it there. That's really
No.
funny.
No. Actually, no. Nico comes back. And is like, no, wait a minute. This is spare parts. And just drags it off.
It's supposed to be evidence, is what it's supposed to be.
Evidence. Fine.
What do you want,
Yes.
Marlo? Leave me alone.
Nico just drops it on the police officer's desk.
Nice.
Good.
There you go. Evidence. As
Dog is-
Nico hovers away.
This dog is just headbutting me because I think she wants to get to
Damn.
the fox. No. You can't have the fox.
Meanwhile, Lydian is being assaulted by a dog. No. Go away.
Before we leave, I guess Cherry does, as we're getting it, does just ask, well, before we're gone, anything you'd like to say, for the record? Any, last chance to have your story colored and how it's remembered?
This whole town's illegitimate. It'll fall apart, with or without us.
That's perfect. Just what I needed. Which one said that, Perry?
Perry, yeah.
I think Lydian does go to the sheriff with that tidbit about when the other people get here. So basically letting him know, hey, they're expecting a breakout. Which he
Yeah,
might
in fact,
already know.
Lydian.
Yeah.
Yeah, he already said something to that effect when they were being arrested.
Okay.
But Lydian, as you walk out, you see across the street, looking at the jail cell, you recognize Dwight
Oh.
Oh, you.
just staring out at the jail at the jails,
Wait,
trying to look inconspicuous.
I
and
immediately.
this is just Lydian, right?
Yeah, this is
Well, the
Lydian.
moment I see Dwight, I turn and walk back into the jail, and I start looking for worms. I walk over to Nico, and I just kind of crouch down beside him while he's talking. Nico, I need you to
Yeah.
do you see any worms around here?
Nico scans around. Do Nico see any worms?
I mean, I'm looking as well.
No. You
Can
don't.
I hear this, or is this in the brief moments when Nico is left and I'm still leaving the room? I have good hearing.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah, you
mind.
hear
I
it.
don't mind Sherry overhearing it. I just didn't want the people in the jail cell to hear it.
No, yeah, Cherry comes out. Worm Girl? And the other one, Dwight?
Dwight is across the road right now. He is eyeing up the jail. Perhaps he's thinking on breaking those three out.
Maybe.
But we can't have him worming his way in there. Or have her worming her way in there more literally.
Well, keep an eye out for... I'm gonna try and discern realities.
Can I hear?
I don't know. A worm is about as quiet as animals get, though.
Well, I have detect magic as my other one lined up. My level 1. I could try rolling that shit. See if I get better, but I've done the last roll. Done the last several rolls.
Can I try and sight without sight to
Sure.
detect worm? Alright. Where's my basic moves? What's my question? I don't know. I'm gonna. Which do you guys think makes more sense? What here is not what it appears to be, or who is watching or following us? Like, I figure, if the worm is in here, she's probably
Yeah, in
paranoid
that case,
about,
that one
especially
makes
you.
that one makes sense. But I don't think what here is not what it appears to be makes sense because we know what she is and what she
Yeah.
appears to be.
Yeah. I guess we can try and do the who's watching or following us.
That also does presume that she is watching or following us,
Yeah,
which is tricksy. But we'll
may
see.
well not be, but if this doesn't work, it's okay. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna go with, see if this works. Who is watching or following us? See if that gets a hit.
Nothing really watching or following you. No.
Okay. Yeah, and Sherry says, well, I don't really hear anything, but, worms are, pretty quiet.
That they are, yes. I don't think I've ever particularly heard a worm.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I've spent
apart
my
from
life
those
around
big
Emberwellian
ones.
business people.
I'm gonna go see what I can do.
Go see what you can do with what now?
Oh, figure of speech. The other one, Dwight.
Oh, right. I suppose I'd better come with then.
Oh, no. He'll recognize you.
What? Okay, fine. I didn't figure that would be a worry. We were just confronting him over... Well, ask him if he's thinking on turning himself in, you know? For the mighty crime of trying to rob me.
I'll handle it.
Right, I'm gonna...
She chooses her words very carefully there.
Yeah. Lydian is just back in the jail, just kind of awkwardly, like, looking around for a worm.
Yeah. So, going outside, I assume I can tell, who's awkwardly watching the jail.
Yeah.
Nico,
He's got a
is this...
newspaper that he keeps peeping up over.
Nico, is this thing turned on? Like, Lydian is listening to it like if it's emitting the rumble, which is attracting an earthworm.
Let me see.
That
Yeah,
was a
no.
joke, but... Marlowe, see what this
Yo, so you say he has a newspaper. Is he, like, sitting on a
You're
bench
right.
or something? Or, like, leaning against a wall? Like, what's he
Leaning
doing?
against the wall, leaning against
Okay,
the wall.
yeah. So Cherry is going to, she's gonna play up the blind thing again. Like, cross the street, put a hand against the wall, and start walking forwards, and then sort of, like, stumble into him, assuming he's focused on watching across the street.
Yeah, he goes, Gah! Oh, what the?
Oh, I'm so sorry. And she kind of reaches out, does the like feeling the person, feeling the face. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you there. Yeah, and
Uh,
like does the
oh,
waves her hand in front of her face.
oh, all right.
Are you okay? And she's like dusting him off, sort of like, you know, um, sort of subtly, like patting him down, seeing if he has any like obvious weapons or anything like that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm fine. Uh, uh, let's see. Roll wisdom.
Roll wisdom. Oh, and I will also say I have when you make a big deal about your blindness in order to get someone to underestimate, pity, or laugh at you, take +1 forward to act against them.
Okay.
So that's a 10.
All right. Yeah, you're feeling him for weapons. You
Or
feel
anything
some.
else.
You can feel in his pockets. There's some pretty sharp things.
Hmm, interesting. And so yeah, I'm gonna continue with this. You sound I don't remember hearing you before. I don't think we've met. And she extends her hand, Cherry.
Oh, my name's Gary.
Gary?
Gary.
Most people don't have to think about that so hard.
Oh,
For
uh,
She laughs and, sort of waves her hand dismissively. Oh, don't worry about it. Out here, lots of people. It's not like Cherry's my birth name either.
yeah.
So, what are you doing here in town?
Just hanging around. Saw there was a ruckus here. It's quieted down now.
Oh, were you here for the whole commotion?
No, no, I just saw it off in the distance. Decided to come investigate. Learned what I did, and now I'm just hanging around for a little bit before I set off again.
Oh, well, if you hang around, I'm working on a ballad about it, actually, if you want to hang around longer. Just
Uh,
another day or two, probably. I can show you what I
Bal?
have so far.
Uh,
Well, I'd be
sure.
curious anything, about it. The more
Well,
information, the more sources I have, the better.
like I said, I wasn't really here for it.
Well, it's not just about what happened on the day, it's everything leading up to it. All the stuff with Emberwell and the other cities, the strike. What's your relationship with Morricone Springs?
Uh, Pretty close to Marion.
You from Marion?
Oh shit. I I live around there.
Hmm. Marion, that's, I was only outside of it. That, they have, like, the arenas and the casinos and stuff like that there, right?
Yeah, they sure do.
I haven't been since I was a teenager. I want to go back. What do you
Uh,
do? Do you work with any of that?
oh no, no, I just live around there. Generally, I am not one for I don't really I'm not one for much solid employment in the area.
So, what do you do? Just in general, then.
Oh, we just sort of wander. I just sort of wander around, look for things to do, places to be, opportunities to earn.
Hmm, sound a lot like me. Made any money here in town?
No, not quite yet. Just sort of hanging around. I mean, I'm a little on the skinny side, so not exactly anyone look at, looking for me to carry lumber around or nothing.
Cherry, does he? She'll like, do the. She can tell without it, but she'll do the like some sort of feeling like arm chest. Is he actually that skinny? Like, how strong does this
Yeah,
guy seem?
he's kind of scrawny.
Okay, yeah. Well, she, leans in. Oh, you're not that strong, but still, I get you. It's not like I'm much help with any of the reconstruction or anything. Um. All right, she'll change tactics a bit. Wait, shit. Fuck, what was I just about to say? Oh, right. So she's like, so you're just kind of a wanderer too? You travel with anyone? I mean, I know the long roads get lonely.
Oh no, I just travel around. I don't really need anyone with me.
That's a shame. Traveling's always more fun if, or usually more fun with someone else. Don't get me wrong, the solitude can be nice sometimes, but
Right? Yeah. Uh, he blinks and then looks back and then crumples his paper and like looks back at the jails. Uh, anyway, yeah, maybe I should get back to reading. I was reading a pretty interesting article in this paper.
yeah, Cherry sort of tilts her head, get back to reading?
Yeah.
And then she does kind of look around. This is a. Do you not have a place to stay? This is kind of a, you're kind of just in the street reading. There's got to be better spots.
Uh, well, I like standing around.
In the street?
Against the building, not necessarily in the street.
I suppose, but, still kind of like along the walkway. I don't know, I just feel there's probably somewhere more comfortable you could be.
Uh, Maybe, but if I'm fine here, and if there was someplace more comfortable, then let someone else enjoy that comfortable sitting place. Me not sitting there means that someone else can.
That's very thoughtful of you.
Yeah.
I'm kind of stumped. Like, I don't. This guy's such a like wall of just like I don't. It's like I don't even know what I'm looking for exactly.
Yeah,
I'm just so like.
that's how I have felt with him. It's just he's a very he is the most Terrebone non-Terreboner, or maybe he is. He's lying about everything.
Oh,
I don't know.
no.
He's not argumentative the way Terraboners are.
Well,
He's
yeah,
just
he doesn't
like.
put up resistance, so you have nothing to push against.
Maybe he's half Terraboner.
Huh?
Maybe his mom was Terrabonian, or maybe his dad.
It's really weird to think about.
His dad popped
Like,
a
even if
Terraboner.
I were to try and use charming and open, which I haven't been speaking frankly, like I could maybe start doing that, but I don't even know what question I would like want from him. Maybe what do you most desire, but like
What
whom
do
do
we
you
do?
serve?
What
I
do we
feel
do
like
with Dwight? What do we do with him?
yeah. Like Cherry just wants that story, but she's kind of hitting this wall of like, doesn't know how to coax it out of him unless letting it simply play out.
Meanwhile, Lydian is like back in the jail scanning every inch of it for the worm. Completely assured this is Dwight's play as he's breaking these three out.
And Cherry says, well, it was nice talking to you. If you do, have anything, you'd like to, any stories you can think of you'd like to pass on herself, I'd be happy to, you know, buy one of your stories off you or anything like that.
Buy? Like with money?
Oh, there it is.
Could be with money.
Could be. I like that.
If you're interested in selling some, I'd be glad to hear them.
Cool. How does that work? Do I tell you it and then what you give me something, or
Yeah, if it's original.
if it's original, huh?
Yeah.
Right. Um, I'll keep that in mind. Where will you be?
Oh well, I part of the reason I was walking along the street, I'm about to set up. Part of how I make my money is performing streets, busking basically. I was about to set up.
Oh, okay. Um, well,
So I'll be here a while.
okay. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Cherry is gonna sort of like, kneel down, on the side of the street next to him, like a couple steps away, but enough she can very much have him very much in earshot. And yeah, she's just gonna, endurance game this. Start playing, start plying her trade.
Uh-huh.
Wait for him to make a move. But yeah, I've found I guess just money is this guy's weakness. Lydian has plenty of that. We could pay him off for
For what?
information.
For information? We don't even know what he knows.
Exactly, and we could find out. He could know anything. It's like a mystery box. What's in the box, Lydian?
I don't. Lydian doesn't go in for raffles.
The box. The box.
The box. The box.
The box could be anything. No, yeah, Cherry is going to essentially, set up, you know what, she's gonna tell... I don't know if this is something you want me to do bardic lore on to come up with a story, but she's gonna, by complete happenstance, the closest thing she can think of to a story that involves like a worm turning into a person or something like that.
Well, that'll just make him
She'll-
think whatever story he has isn't original.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, needs to be but something with like person turning into animal and thing like that. To get his mind on that track of the sort of thing she might be interested in.
Right. Don't we don't have to roll for that.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, but other than that, it's endurance. And so while she's playing, she is going to be, keeping a close eye on him. What's
Eye.
do a close ear on him. A figurative, she's like listening. Playing music helps her, quote unquote, see the world.
Yeah.
So that's part of the reason for her doing this is to just, she's gonna be fucking watching this dude. What's he gonna do? He's gotta do something.
All right. So, after a while, I don't know how you make this out. It would be pretty quiet.
Well, she's doing her like echolocation thing with her shamisen.
Right,
It's not just about hearing sounds; it's about the sound, the resonance bouncing off everything in the world around her, and the smells and the feeling and stuff like that. But
all right. Let's see. I'm gonna say you hear him start whispering.
ooh, I'm going to eavesdrop on this. Like playing my music to make it seem like I'm not, but I'm gonna be listening intensely with my special ears.
Right. So basically, I'm gonna say roll wisdom.
Roll wisdom. Can do.
So I'm gonna say you hear a sort of one-sided conversation. He's sort of just going like, well, oh, okay. So it looks like that, right. Well, if it looks like that, well, I was just saying, I think I might have found like an easier way to make something, to make a bit. I mean, I don't know how much, but I mean, well, yeah, not that much, but well, yeah, it could be a bit. It could be a bit. I might just have to. I don't know. Do you know any good stories? Let me think of a good story. You have stories, right? You gotta have.
Interesting.
Just think it would be safer. It would be safer this way. Yeah, that's about as much as you pick
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, okay, that's good enough. I'm gonna wait till he starts, leaving, or if he's gonna come talk to me again, or anything like that. Either, if he just starts to leave, I will go initiate more conversation with him, but, maybe he'll come talk to me before he leaves.
Hmm. So let's see. He's gonna come up to you.
Yes.
As hey, Cherry, right? Cherry.
Yes. Hi, Gary.
Yeah. I think I might have a story. You were telling a story about a shapeshifter. I've got a few shapeshifter stories. I've met a shapeshifter.
Hmm. I'd love to hear about it. And she, sort of gets up, like asks for his hand to help getting up. And
Yep.
do you want to do this here? Or do you have, someplace more? Well, somewhere we could sit or something, or
Yeah, we could go sit. We could go sit somewhere. I don't know where, but we could go sit.
I mean, Cherry. Whatever. I'll just. We don't have to go anywhere. Just if you'd rather just stay here, I guess. You seem comfortable here.
Yeah. So, hey, try this on for size. Uh, imagine someone who can transform into whatever animal they want, any kind of animal,
Oh,
but
any kind.
it can only do it but it'll only last for about half an hour.
Interesting. I like this. Half an hour. That adds a fun limit restriction to it.
Yeah. The half-hour shapeshift. Uh, let's see.
Marlowe.
They what the heck?
The dog just keeps coming back in and just keeps headbutting me because she wants to get at that fucking fox. She will not stop. I'm buying into that self-taming fucking idea because it's not going anymore.
So yeah, Cherry sort of cocks her head to the side. So is this first-hand account? Something you've experienced? Someone you've met?
Oh yeah. Someone I've met.
Cool, good. What's their name?
Their name's Tanya.
Tanya. Oh, sorry. God damn it. Alright, well, start at the beginning. Either, how did you meet this person, or how did
Well,
they come to have this power? Whichever
I
place you'd like to start.
well, I met Tanya when we were actually in school. We were in school together. She I met her when she was pretending to be a bug, and she was stuck on the wall of the boys' locker room. looking at people.
Oh my, Tanya.
Yeah. And well, their timer thing ran out. They hadn't quite figured out how to stretch it all the way to 30 minutes yet. But she reformed right in front of me.
This
And
was so. How old were you? Would y'all have been at the time?
oh, it would have been 16.
16. Okay. How old does he seem now?
It looks like he's in his mid-20s.
It looks like. Hang on, I'm just gonna
Gotcha.
fucking. I'll be back in a moment again. This bloody animal.
The
being-
dog
Early.
acting up.
Early to mid-20s.
I'm actually gonna pee while he's
Oh, okay.
letting the dog
Alright.
out. This will be
Alright.
faster.
Okay. This will be fast. M went to the bathroom.
Oh fuck my arm. Ugh.
Ooh, ooh.
Ooh, ooh. Can't believe it. Purge
What?
is still. No, there's a Dota. There's a Dota streamer, and basically Dota had a huge fucking update. So this streamer sat down for 11 hours going through the patch notes,
Damn.
and he's still streaming. He's on hour 14. He's almost on hour 15.
Damn.
Dude isn't even tired. He's just like, yeah, right. Or it's such an odd patch to do this big update on too. 7.33.
Look at this Tumblr post.
A lot of burgers. What the fuck? Why is he just my god,
Hello.
Alright.
thinking
You
in
bet.
all those burgers?
Okay.
All those burgers. It's good. Good post.
Okay, we're back. Yeah. He talks about how she reformed into a human right in front of him in the locker room, but he covered for her. Got her out of there without trouble. And from there they became fast friends. And there was once a time where
What's that noise?
I was typing. Sorry.
yeah.
Sounds like a fan too.
There shouldn't be one, other than just like, I don't know. My microphone and Discord seem to not get along too well.
Oh, okay.
But I don't got my AC going or anything. Excuse me.
Now, so there was once a time where he decided to they decided they would do something a little illegal.
Oh no.
She would be a little bird somewhere in one of the casinos overlooking. Oh, Am, are you here? Or
Yes, I am. I'm just muting so my
Okay.
typing isn't muddying up the
Okay.
recording.
She would be a little bird somewhere at the casino while he went and played poker. And being the bird, she would give signals with her wings to him whenever there was whenever peeking over other people's hands. Would give complex signals with her wings to determine what the hands were to determine how he played. And it worked for a little bit, but then she reformed and fell down, and it attracted a great deal of attention. And someone worked out what they were doing and tried to step in on them, and that's when they had to make a great escape. She turned into a llama, which wasn't the fastest animal, but hey, it was something that he could get on. And so they and so instead of dashing out of there, because llamas are not that fast, uh, they wound up getting a curtain and getting into a little mix-up, and then sort of leaving in a costume, pretending to be like a desert merchant, as though it were a theme for the casino. The casino was not desert themed. They were found out rather quickly. She reformed back into a human. Then, and then they had to then they had to make a mad dash for it. They were banned from the casino, but she did eventually. They were banned from the casino, but he did manage to uh they did manage to reach a longer time on her morph when she turned into a mole to dig herself out of there, leaving just him. But he talked his way out. That's the
Nice,
story.
nice, nice. Yeah.
So yeah, so that worth coin? That worth coin?
Oh, absolutely. That's a good. I love a good one like that with cheating and gambling. And she's going for her. Yeah, organizing her bed to get stuff out. So whatever happened with Tanya? You two sound
Oh,
close.
yeah. I know her well. She's still over in Marion. We hang out every now and then, trying not to get banned from more casinos.
Yeah. I've been in a few gambling schemes like that in the past. Probably my best story involving myself involves one of
Ah,
those. And yeah, Cherry is, going to her purse. That is a good one. I imagine you won't mind if I take a couple liberties with it, smoothing things out.
oh
Might
sure,
want to
sure.
change some names for privacy's sake and all that.
Yeah. Sure.
I am going to give him 50 whole coin for that.
This 50?
Yeah,
All
gonna
right, yeah.
pay big.
He goes, what 50? That's oh my gosh. That's that good?
Actually, by the way, I was busking for a while. Did I make any money?
Roll charisma. All right. Roll a 40-10.
Oh, god damn it.
You got 26 coin.
Cool. Perfect. Alright, and she says, yeah, that's a good one. Like I said, I'll probably tweak it a bit here and there, give it the storyteller's polish.
Yeah. You do whatever you want with it. Oh wow. Yeah, he says just sort of palming the coin in his hands.
I'd like more though, if you don't mind. I can tell there's more where that came from, and
Oh,
she sort of nods her head towards the coin, and there can be more that where that came from.
oh, yeah. Where? I'll have to think if I can think of more. Where can I find you?
Oh, well, I'm kind of around town right now. Um, Staying as someone's guest at a place. Actually, I don't know if I. It would be a bit rude to just invite guests to someone else's home.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's very true.
Speaking of, I wonder, you're here in town. Seems exciting. Do you have anything going on now?
Right now, no, nothing right now.
That's a shame. Stories that are fresh and happening. It's always nice to be able to, put my touch on a story while it's happening. Like have some influence on it. They tend to be a bit more valuable. Can get more out of them.
Yeah, yeah. I guess they would. I'm. I should go see about a room I have at an inn. So I'll talk to you later. Okay.
Yeah. Talk to you later.
Okay. Yeah. See ya. Yeah. He bounces off, like still sort of flabbergasted by the 50 coin.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Cherry. She's not going to reveal how much money she just blew on that, but she is going to go back to Nico and Lydian. See if they made any progress on trying to find a worm.
Probably not.
Probably
Nope.
not.
Yeah, especially since it sounded like she snuck out. Um, or it might have not even been a worm. Perhaps she took some other small form. Um,
Pillbug.
so yeah, Cherry explains. Well, I found out at least. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a bit retroactive. Can I do? I meant to do this at the time. Uh, can I do my discern realities on him telling the story?
Oh, what? Sure.
I just want. Yeah. Okay. Oh no, it didn't work. Well,
No.
no. Too focused on memorizing those deets. So she explains, well, he introduced himself as Gary this time.
Right.
But he told me a story about his friend Tanya, who he met back in school. She had developed the power to morph into any animal, and she can do it for about 30 minutes. And she's been doing the same basic trick for a long time, turned into a fly to spy on the boys in their locker room. Then, like they had a little casino con going where she was a little bird and looking at other people's hands and giving him signals about them, which they got caught in that. She also got caught by him with the fly on the wall thing in the boys' locker room. They don't have a great track record.
Well, no, it appears that Dwight ain't very bright. Nor is he Dwight.
Oh, he might be Dwight, and Gary's the fake name. We don't know which one's real. Maybe neither are real. Maybe both are.
What's in a name?
He wasn't very forthcoming with me. What did you do to get into Spill?
Just spent some time with him, shared a story, and oh, the kid's desperate for coin too. He'll spill his beans. Like sell. I just offered to buy a story and cheap, and he was immediately.
I suppose it ain't
That's
too
something
different.
else. I think I overheard him talking to his friend there, Tanya, and he seemed. She was more. They have some sort of con they're cooking up, and
Perhaps trying to bust these three out in return for a little bit of money?
I don't know. That seems a bit above their pay grade station. These guys seem a bit more straightforward. Like, I have trouble picturing them doing a job in order to get paid by someone else. I think they're more just after coin directly.
I suppose.
But I could be
understand.
underestimating them.
Well, you know what? Lydian suddenly catches himself and shrugs. Why am I concerning myself with that? It makes no difference whether these. He just starts walking out of the jail like, why have I bothered with all this? Like, he suddenly. This is not his nature. He just kind of got himself heads out. It's like, well, you know what? You didn't tell me nothing, that's fine. Not like it matters anyhow. Have a
You're
good
not
time, Perry.
curious?
We might cross paths again someday.
Wait, who does he say that to?
He's just kind of
Perry.
shouting that to Perry as he
Oh.
leaves the jail.
Oh, gotcha. I thought you said that to Cherry, and I was just
No.
like, damn, the party's breaking up over this? It could have been Gary, Cherry, or Perry. And it took me, it was, I thought you said Cherry, then, oh no, maybe you meant Gary, but Gary left, and, you know, it was the third one before I realized. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
But yeah, no, Lydian kind of heads out. Is just thinking to himself, doesn't actually matter if they pull anything on this town. If they pull it, Builder's got more work to do. What am I trying to do preventing that? What does it matter if Dwight does? Hey, if he's got his hands full trying to rob someone else, that means his hands are not on my cot. I'm getting distracted. Yeah, he just starts looking around, just like thinking, what am I trying to do here? Beyond just wait for the boys to turn up.
All right.
So it's 4:30, and you've got a thing in 30 minutes. Did we wrap
Yeah.
up?
Yeah.
No, that would be fine.
I did not. I had actually written down plans for stuff I intended to do with bonds, and none of them kind of came to
Yeah.
fruition. I tried to
No,
get them off the
it's-
ground with Nico, and then they just did not happen. I was like,
Yeah.
hey, let's go hang out, Nico. And then it's like, fuck, opportunity didn't actually come across as I wanted it
Yeah.
to.
Nah, it's just, yeah.
I kind of got stuff with Cherry, but again.
Okay, so yeah, Bond, any Bonds update? Hear about Bond.
Let me check my bonds. Oh, I should have pushed that more. I just saw like a bond. I could have brought this up, and like I totally didn't think to.
The thing is, I'm weighing up, because the whole thing with Lydian and Cherry is kind of predicated on her fascination with stories, and like, why won't you sell these? But I do have something actually, and it's about what she said about her granddad. So I have one with Cherry here. So Cherry can get money out of me easily, and I think she knows it. But so far, she's been a sound investment. I need to ascertain if there's anything beyond the stories she claims to want so much. Cherry's sole motivation seems to be stories. She seems a bit weary about her ancestors, but she is dedicated to their cause. Is there a disconnect there?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, that is good.
Right,
So-
taking a fee for that.
I did actually get something with Nico, though not to the extent I wanted, but I need to think of it.
Nico, did either of your bonds?
I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of it. God, I wish you could, like, make the bonds like bigger. Okay, let me. No. Notepad. That becomes too dumb.
Okay, I have one with Nico.
Okay.
If we're ready for that.
Nico.
So, previous one was Nico can make nifty inventions, but struggles to understand what people actually want or how to sell people on those inventions. I worry this might hurt Nico's self-esteem. Now we have sorry. God. Okay, Nico's interested in making an impact on the world. Their invention's spreading and seems to be coming around on the idea of Lydian and I really selling people on those inventions. We may be able to help Nico yet.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's basically where I'm going as well. I'm trying to think what the word is. Commercializing? Like when you...
Marketing, I guess.
Yeah.
That's all I can really think of.
Alright, here's mine with Nico. So, Nico is deeply unreliable. I never know what result I'll get out of him when I set him upon a task. Perhaps I'll have to apply some of his beloved science to the man himself. Nico is still unreliable, but he is opening up to the idea that he can't go as far as he wants without financial backing and going into the market, but I still need to polish him up first.
Alrighty. Meanwhile, Nico, have any of your bonds updated?
I'm trying to think of something like Sakura's. It's too nice. I think Lydian's is more of a rewording,
Alright.
or like it changes the tone a bit. So here's my old Lydian one. This subject 311. Fuck, I dropped that so hard. Also known as Lydian, reminds me far too much about those fools back in Emberwell loving their coin back. Think you can sell my invention for profits. That was more like me anyway. Okay, so I changed it to. Okay, so the subject 311 also might actually be able to help me fund my.
That is a bit of a
project.
rewording. That's just gone from, heh, I'm gonna trick him to, heh, I'm on board with this.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Actually,
That's
I'm
bad.
still gonna get
No,
exactly
I like
what
it. It's still like
it's
a
funny.
change.
It is a change.
It's a
like,
change in perspective.
It's
Yeah.
like it's no longer
Yeah.
you've dropped the problems with selling out. Yeah, it's like I'm not actually.
guess a
I'm
bit-
no longer treating this as scamming him.
I guess a bit of selling out doesn't hurt, as long as it doesn't impede my science.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna have ice guns by next Christmas. Little Timmy is gonna be opening up his favorite Christmas present, an Ice Blaster Junior,
There
and
is
Nico
no
will be in a lab crying.
There is no Christmas.
It will be Christmas. Oh, I'm gonna invent Christmas.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna invent Christmas as a commercial holiday.
A big fat elf in a big heavy winter coat. Holy shit. Holy shit.
It's happening. Midasmus.
Damn.
Oh, that's horrible.
And your bond with Cherry, is that updated?
I'm trying to think because Axe nice, too nice. She's being too condescending. Clearly a side effect of my short statue. I'll show her I'm a mere child. I'm a scientist. I don't know actually if it changed. Like, obviously, I don't feel it has changed really. Like,
Okay, well, you replaced the wrong bond. in
Did
your
I?
character sheet. Yeah. You've just got your new Lydian bond and your old Lydian bond side by side. You got rid of the cherry bond.
Yeah, fixing that.
There we go.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. So, nah, I could. Anyway, yeah, the leading one. I don't know if you want to count that as it changed a bit.
Yeah. Take an XP for it. Meanwhile, did you prove the value of your inventions to others?
Not really. This no.
No, you did not. Cherry, did you
Yes.
get someone to relax, calm down, and open up to you?
Yes. On two
Relax, calm
occasions.
down, and 2 occasions. Oh
Both.
yeah,
Yeah.
Andre and Dwight.
Gary, Dwight.
Yeah. Take an XP for that. Yeah. Lydian, did you open up a new avenue for coin to flow through?
I mean, I'm still kind of waiting on the ones I opened up last time. But I am also
Yeah,
suing those adventurers.
yeah. So no, we'll say
Damn.
no. Yeah, no XP for that alignment.
I'm not
But
taking the blame for this one.
did we learn something new and important about the world?
We learned about shapeshifters existing, but then I guess one of us already knew that.
Yeah, I feel that was not.
Not major.
Technically, one of the people in that book on Ryuga you read about was a shapeshifter too.
Oh yeah,
Of a
never
bit
mind.
of
So
a
I would have
different-
known that. Yeah.
I don't think we really learned anything major. Like, learned some specific character stories, but nothing
Yeah.
about the world.
Okay, so nothing for that. Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
No.
Dwight was trying to steal from the cart, and
Yeah, I
Worm
overcame
Girl.
Dwight. Actually, I didn't even really overcome Dwight. I just got away. We basically broke even in that exchange.
Yeah, so no there. Did we loot a memorable treasure?
No,
No to all
unless you
three.
count memories.
No to all three. But hey, take an XP for playing. Well game.
Thank you.
A downtime sesh.
Yes.
Hanging about sesh.